for a little therapy session of our own because I am here to defend Jonah Hill after his ex, Sarah Brady, called him an emotionally abusive misogynist for trying to set some boundaries in their relationship. As we all know, boundaries are absolutely necessary to make both sides feel secure and comfortable. The things that Jonah was asking from his girlfriend did not seem to be something so crazy. He was asking her not to post videos and pictures of herself surfing in thongs. That's totally fine. He's not saying don't pursue your passion of surfing. Just please, if you're going to post it in an attempt to promote yourself, do it in something a little more modest. In my opinion, totally acceptable. B, do not have relationships without boundaries with men. Also acceptable because let's be honest, not everybody has the same motive. And most men, I will say from personal experience, are looking to be more than your friend. Okay, so also something just to be mindful of. C, not to be having relationships with women who are unstable. Also, fine. He's not saying don't go to your best friend's house when she needs a shoulder to cry on because she just broke up with her boyfriend. He's saying don't put yourself in positions where you're going to be influenced by the wrong types of people. That's not the kind of girl I want in my life.
Stupid. I'm not going to let you get the chance.
I see nothing wrong with what happened here. I am Team Jonah Hill all the way. And if you ask me, this is nothing more than a play for attention because the timing of her releasing these texts is very odd. They occurred in 2021. Why, 2 years later, are you just now releasing them?
Why?
See, that's the type of shit I like. Somebody with a fucking brain. Because it's not that complicated, right? Everybody in a relationship, it's give and take. So there are things that I don't like my partner to do because it bothers me in one way or the other. And the other person has the exact same things. I guarantee there are things that she told Jonah not to do because it bothered her. It's not that complicated. It's the same thing. Mm-hmm. Now, the problem always comes, it's the same thing with the Keke Palmer thing, where he said, I don't want my bitch fucking wearing weird shit around weird niggas and then hugging up all on them like an asshole. Yep. Everyone's saying, oh, he's trying to control her. He's trying to police what women wear. He's trying to be misogynistic. And it's like, so basically, women can have whatever standards they want, whatever boundaries they want. When a man sets the boundary, if you deem the boundary to be something that you simply don't like or don't want to do, then automatically it now becomes controlling and misogynistic because you don't want to do it. And he's saying, you do it or I'm going to leave you. And I don't understand how that could ever be controlling, even if it was something that he said that was unreasonable. Because you are not a slave. You are not a hostage. So you can leave when you want to. So anytime one of them boundaries sounds like some shit that you don't like, get your goofy ass up and leave. The fuck are you talking about? But no, she didn't want to go nowhere from all that money, that movie money Jonah Hill got. Instead, you wanted to pop out talking about he's this, he's that, and therefore I had no choice. I was stuck here. Women always want to pretend like they stuck somewhere, like they're not a fucking adult, like you can't just pick up your shit and leave. It's because half of you motherfuckers don't want to pick up your shit and work a job. That's the problem, is that you have to get up outside and provide for yourself. And so rather than provide for yourself, you'd rather stay in here and mooch off this other nigga and just say he's an asshole for telling you not to go outside and be a thought. Get the fuck out of here.
And it's also simply for the fact that she didn't want to give up the thing that she craved the most, and that's attention. Because notice how she's willing to put herself in positions, just like he said, where temptation can occur, because just like this woman said, other people may have other ideas about you and want to pursue you in a different way than you don't want to pursue them.
Right.
But she likes the attention, just the same way as Stephen Curry's wife, Ayesha Curry. She said she doesn't like the fact that she doesn't get the same amount of male attention that her husband gets from female attention. Right. So it's all about attention. And that's what he did not want from other men, that she's getting other attention. Right. So he wanted her to draw herself back, but she didn't want to let that shit go.
Nope.
All because she wants attention.
You're right. Because that's why despite they want to say, oh, she's a professional surfer, whatever. Okay. They don't surf in thongs, bitch.
No, they don't.
Do not. So they do not. So when you're taking them pictures in thongs and you surfing just for shits and whatever, you thirst trapping. That's what you're doing. Mm-hmm. Second of all, the boundaryless relationships with men. I don't understand why anyone would think that that's an issue. Women always want to say that men are dogs, all they want to do is have sex, until they're in a relationship and they're friends with a nigga. Then all of a sudden, niggas don't do nothing. And niggas never want to fuck a bitch. What is wrong with you motherfuckers? Like,
it makes sense.
Holy shit. Like, the whole saying, a shoulder to cry on becomes a dick to ride on. Where did you think that came from?
Yep.
Bitches having a guy best friend, arguing with their man and going to fuck that nigga. It's not that fucking complicated.
Yep.
And he didn't say you could. He didn't even say you couldn't be friends with men. He said those relationships need to have reasonable boundaries, which means y'all not to
difficult.
Right. Which means y'all not to be hanging out together, late weird shit like that. It's not that complicated,
naked.
right?
Like I don't understand. Like it's literally all for the attention.
Right.
It's literally all for the attention.
It. And that's crazy. It's like, why is your only currency attention from men, and specifically men that's not your man? Make that make sense.
The only desired attention that you should want is the attention from your man, no one else. Like, I don't understand.
Right, and if you want attention from anyone else, you're a fucking thought. Stop playing with me. Like, that's all that is. When to become a thought, the driving force behind that is attention whoring.
Yep.
That's what it is. Because a lot of these women, they don't even really, like, some of them like sex a lot, but a lot of them don't even really, but still have mad bodies. Yeah. How does that happen?
Because they just want the pursuit.
They want the attention. Mm-hmm. And they realize that at a certain point, men will no longer give them the attention if they're not giving up the box. And so some of them start giving up the box to get attention. They realize that the easiest way to get attention from any man is to give up the pussy, at least in the short term. Mm-hmm. And they could just move to a new nigga to get the new attention and give up the pussy again. That's how a thought thinks. That's how they work. And so when you get into a relationship, you cannot be having them same type of ideas. You have a man. All this type of shit you're doing is disrespectful. Yeah. And lastly, you with these women that don't got nothing going on in their fucking life. They're all out here going in the club, thotting from here to there. Now, niggas always used to say that if she's a thought, if her friends are thoughts, she's probably a thought too. If you hang out with these people constantly. So, to me, he doesn't want her hanging around with women who will negatively influence her to do weird stuff. Like, it's not that complicated. Like, I can't tell you how many women have probably told their girlfriend that their friend that, oh, you're better than him. He's not good enough for you while they're out in the club. This guy's better for you. You should let him hit on you. Like, you think that hasn't gotten a bitch with her boyfriend fucked up before?
A saying that is used to go back, birds
with a feather
flock together.
Yeah. And
that's a fact, and that's the reason why they used to say that, because a lot of women just follow. They don't think. They don't actually try to do anything other than their own shit by themselves, but they all do the same thing. Like, literally, right. You see it on Fresh and Fit. They all do the same thing. They all want the same criteria. They all want, like, they all chase after the same man. Like, it's crazy. It's really crazy. Yeah. They don't have a brain at all.
No, not at all. Crazy. And so that's the craziest part here is, like, I don't understand how you manage to give this bitch some fucking guidelines on how you want your relationship to be. Remember, you're not trapped here. If you don't like it, you can leave. But yet somehow him saying that means that he's controlling, misogynistic, and hates women. It's fucking maniacal. Like, again, for the last time, if you don't like how I'm running my program, get the fuck out of here. It's not that complicated. But yet, that's not an option that they want to entertain because they feel like they have a right to this, your money or your situation. They deserve it. It's ridiculous. Get the fuck out of here. Free Jonah Hill.